Well, hello and welcome to Together Forward's YouTube channel. I'm Annette Blankenship. In the last week's video, I shared with you our 6-part strategic management system that we use at Together Forward called StratOp. StratOp was created by Tom Paterson, who developed his unique approach to strategy in a replicable process, and then he passed that knowledge on to a new generation of strategic guides. It all started while Tom was sitting in Ted Smith's office one day at RCA, and they reflected on the bad reputation of strategic planning, and they dreamed of a method for discovery to help teams understand where they are and where they really are today, and then envision where they want to be tomorrow. And as Tom refined this innovative process over the subsequent years, he created an industry-changing strategic system called StratOp. Using inductive logic and Socratic methods, he invited all viewpoints, minimizing waste and making the work fun. In this week's video, we're going to dive into step 1, perspective, so that we can bring all perspectives to the table so that you can get where you want to be. If you missed last week's video, then we've put the link below so that you can catch up with us. So let's go ahead and get started. So perspective in this instance is simply having a point of view from where you sit in an organization. Perspective is key to the effectiveness of this overall strategic management process. You as the business owner or CEO, you can't be everywhere all the time, and you probably think about things from a different context too. So how do the people on your leadership team think? Well, my guess is that they all think differently from how you think. And that's a good thing. Everyone on the team has value, but different people have different perspectives. They have different gifts, they have different talents. And so thinking differently is a good thing. But if your operations people, they can't lift up their heads to see the bigger picture, you may never be able to achieve what it is that you want because they simply just don't understand. Likewise, if your conceptual people, the ones that do see the big picture, if they don't understand the value of operations or detailed work, then you'll never get to that shared vision. But if you take the time with the people on your leadership team to work through these issues horizontally instead of in their own vertical silos, then you'll set your team up for success in solving problems holistically and creating breakthrough for your organization. Now, in the Western culture, we always want to get from A to B very quickly. We have a tendency to just want to go faster. However, if you want to go from where you are to where you want to be, you're going to have to slow down and think strategically so that you can speed up. Challenges in business are just far too complex to take a passing glance in order to really be able to achieve your obstacles more quickly. You really have to slow down and take time to get good perspective and then solve those challenges. In the Eastern culture, they take their time. They walk around the problems from a different perspective in order to really understand all the opportunities and problems that exist. For the best possible outcome, we'll need to walk around where we've been to understand how we got there so that we don't repeat the same mistakes of the past. Taking our time to walk around these challenges and roadblocks, that's going to help us to understand what we need to do to remove them. So you'll want to walk through the history of how your company got to where it is today and how it shaped the identity of your company. And some of those things that help you achieve the success in the past may be the very things that are holding you back from growth in the future. It really takes listening to other people's perspectives to really understand that if it's driving you forward or if it's holding you back. And getting perspective also involves talking about what your customers think. What is different from the reality that you want to have in your business today? How are you serving your customers today? How do you want to serve them tomorrow? What do your customers value? Understanding the current and future states of where you are and where you want to be just helps us to determine where the gaps are. And if we can understand the gaps, we can figure out a way to fill them and then build a bridge so that we can get to where we want to go. We want to make sure that our customers are satisfied with our services and keep our finger on the pulse of what else they might want to help us grow and generate new revenue streams. Perspective also helps us to understand what your employees think. We don't want to find out too late that our best company assets have found another job. We really need to be open to what our leadership team thinks as well, so that we can make the best decision as a team. And without these discussions and feedback loops in place, you can miss something very significant. So bringing perspective into your strategic planning sessions is going to open up new avenues, and it's going to help you realize what's happening in your business. And that's what's going to create the clarity and the breakthrough for you. So challenges and core issues, they help us to just know what's keeping us from succeeding. And without understanding the complete picture on this, we could be solving for the wrong problem. Getting full perspective will then help us to understand the problem and allocate resources of time, people, and energy towards solving that problem so that we can get unstuck. This helps everyone get direction on where the company should go. Involving them in the process and getting their feedback naturally creates that alignment needed for the shared vision and roadmap. So as you can see, perspective asks a lot of good, hard questions that can't be answered quickly, but require really thinking about these questions thoroughly and through different lenses in order to be able to solve the whole problem. Asking questions just allows us to be curious about what our business is and about being clear on what the challenges are and on the road ahead. Only then do we want to shift to thinking about where we want to go. Perspective helps us to look inside and see not only new opportunities, but new ways of looking at problems. If we allow that time to get perspective, the plan almost writes itself, but more on that next week. So I hope this helps you to see and think about your own strategic management system and understand the process involved in getting there so that you can turn your vision into reality. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and click that like button. Every like helps us to reach new people. And if you want to see new videos on leadership, strategy, and project management to help you with your business or career every week, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Also, please let us know what your top leadership, strategy, and project management challenges are so that we can make some new videos in the future with your feedback. Thank you for watching. I'm Annette Blankenship, and I'll see you in the next video.